Yeah, good evening all. Am I audible? Am I audible? Yeah, Prakash, good evening. Yeah, thank you for your response, Ranjit, Prakash, Girkati, Shivi, good evening. Rohit Kumar, good evening. Banu, good evening. Okay, so good evening all. This is Sindra from Pantech E Learning. So today we are in our 20th day of this 21 days of masterclass, right? Almost we came to an end. Tomorrow is our last day, right? Okay, so shall we start? Shabina, good evening. Pankaj, good evening. Rohit, good evening. Yeah. Anandavalli, thank you for your response and good evening. Ivantika, good evening. Yeah. So actually today we are going to talk about object detection using mobile net SSD. This is like a part of tomorrow's session because tomorrow is we are going to talk about the final project, right? So before getting into that particular program, you need to get to know about few topics. So that's what we are going to talk about in today's session, which is object detection using mobile net SSD. Okay, so before getting into today's topic, let's talk about the project overview. Okay, so what are the topics that you need to know and you need to cover before getting into that human following robot project? So first thing is object detection, the definition and the role of mobile net SSD. So definition is nothing but the object detection and its importance in computer vision. We have already talked about this in the previous session, right? And mobile net SSD is a new one. You didn't even hear about all these stuffs in the past few days, right? 19th day attendance have posted in yesterday's session itself. Harsh Tripathi. So sorry, we can't provide it by today. Okay, so yesterday itself we posted the yesterday's attendance. Today's attendance will be posted in tomorrow's session. So tomorrow you will have today's attendance and tomorrow's attendance. Today we are not going to post any attendance in the chat, live. So tomorrow you will get your today's attendance. Whoever participating in today's live, please don't forget to join tomorrow's live because you will get your today's attendance at tomorrow's session. Okay, so then coming to the role of mobile net SSD, it is a lightweight neural network. Mobile net is nothing but a lightweight neural network. SSD is nothing but single shot multi-box detector. That's the full form. Single shot multi-box detector. This is actually a technique for detecting objects in real time. Okay, just a minute. Okay. And then coming to the next thing, which is deep learning models. So in deep learning model, you will be having two things. One is Caffe framework and model and proto-text file. So coming to Caffe framework, it will introduce the Caffe and its role in deploying the deep learning model. And then model and proto-text file, the purpose of the .caffe model file, which is nothing but a pre-trained model weights. And the proto-text file, this is nothing but a model configuration. So we will talk about all these steps in today's session. And the third thing is OpenCV fundamental. You all will know about all these topics, right? What is OpenCV and its application. So using OpenCV for object detection, you already know this. So there is a thing called CV2.DNN. that enables the use of deep learning models for image processing. You will get to know all about in today's session itself. And then computer vision concepts. Okay. So coming to the computer vision concept, image pre-processing and then bounding boxes. So first thing is importance of resizing the images. You already know this. And bounding boxes. This is also you already know this. How bounding boxes are calculated and displayed an object. So we have covered this third one and fourth one. And then embedded system integration. One is video streaming handling. Another one is hardware interfacing with high wonder SDK. Okay, this is the role of video streaming from iMutils and the camera initialization. Okay, and then hardware interfacing with high wonder SDK. So it's nothing but this is for controlling the motors and sonar sensors. For that we are using all these embedded system integrations. Okay, and then at last motor control like motor movement logic, and then integration of object detection and motor control. So like forward, right, left and stop functionalities, all these steps, and then integration of object detection and motor control. So decision making that is based on the object detection result. Okay, so we have covered most of the topic. So the uncovered topic will be covered in today's session itself. So let's get into the session and see one by one. Okay, so now we are going to talk about mobile net and cafe. So first thing is, what is mobile net? This is a pre-trained model actually. You already know what is pre-trained model. We have got some pre-trained data from Google itself. I have provided you the link, everything, right? So this is also for cafe prototext file, and this is for cafe model file, pre-trained model weight. So you can go and get it from this particular link. I will provide this link in the downloadables also. Okay, so you can get it from this particular link. You can just took a screenshot of this particular slide and just go and Google, get it, the pre-trained model from the GitHub itself. Okay, so first thing is, what is mobile net? So mobile net is a type of convolutional neural network which is actually designed for mobile and embedded vision application. Okay, so instead of using standard convolutional layers, they are based on the streamlined architecture that uses depth-wise separable convolution. So using this particular architecture, we can build lightweight deep neural networks that have low latency for mobile and embedded devices. For example, Jetson Nano. So as I mentioned before, ideal applications of mobile net would include mobile and embedded devices. So however, for demonstration object detection using this network, we will be using a laptop and obviously USB camera. Okay, so for this project we will not be training a mobile net model from scratch, but instead we are going to use a pre-trained model. Okay, so I got it from this particular GitHub, and you can go also get this thing. Okay, so pre-trained model weights and model definition. So in order to do so, we will need the following files to be downloaded first. Okay, so here I provided the link. So let me tell you again how to do that. You can just go for it. Here I am having the link. Just copy paste the link. You will get mobilenet SSD deploy.prototext. Just download the raw file and you can place wherever the folder that you want. You can't save this in a local file. You should go for your okay, so let's go for here. Okay, so in your Jetson Nano, go for your Chromium web browser. I have already having here, then I am going there. Okay, go for Chromium web browser and just download it. Okay, sorry, Vintage Blue and Jitu Gupta, we can't provide previous days attendance link. I hope you understand. If you missed that particular session's attendance link, in the sense it will be missed. We can't able to provide the previous attendance link. So please don't ask for previous day attendance link. Okay. Okay. So just copy paste the link and you will get the GitHub link. You can just download it where you can want to store, you can store. So I have already downloaded all these steps. Okay, just go for raw file and it will be having something like this. Okay, so let me show you that I have already downloaded it. You can able to see here itself. Let me go for my file manager. Here I am having something like masterclass, and where it is here, mobilenet SSD deploy.prototext and mobilenet SSD deploy cafe model. I have already downloaded it. Okay, so you can go and get it. So let me provide the link in the chat box also. You can go and grab it. Let me provide you in the chat box. Okay, Just give me a minute. This is Cafe proto text file, and the next link is, this is cafe model file. Okay, so just go to this particular link and download your own file. Okay, so now this is what mobile net is. Now coming to cafe, what is cafe? Cafe is nothing but convolutional architecture for fast feature embedding. That is what cafe means. Convolutional architecture for fast feature embedding. This is a deep learning framework for creating image classification and image segmentation models. Okay, so initially users can create and save their models as plain text, I mean the proto text file. After the model is trained and refined using cafe, the program saves the trained model as a cafe model file. Okay, so here we are going to write program for object detection using a pre-trained mobile net SSD model and OpenCV. So it actually identifies the objects in real time, displaying the bounding boxes and labels around the detected objects. Okay, so now let's give it a try with few examples. Okay, so before getting into the programming part, I want to share you this. So this is for, you can convert this 21 days of masterclass into 30 days of internship on Jetson AI. So in this particular internship, you will get all these things: 30 days of recordings and PPTs, 4+ project codes. You can join to the VIP community group. You will get LMS access for 90 days. After registration, you will get your information, internship confirmation letter, and there will be a hackathon sessions for every week. You will get mock test, assignments and tasks as well. At the end of the 21 days of masterclass, you will get your internship certificate and as well as participation certificates also. So the actual amount for this particular internship is for 999 plus GST. So this is the registration link. This is for batch 4. We have already completed batch 3. So this is for batch 4. And while making your payment, don't forget to add all these details. Okay. And you will be doing 4+ projects with me in this particular internship. So this is for batch 4, and tomorrow is the last day, because tomorrow is the last day of our masterclass, right? Okay. So let it be, and now let's move to our Jetson Nano. Let me go for Visual Studio Code now. Here we are going to write program for object detection using mobile net SSD. Okay. Okay, so let me go for a new file. Let me cancel it. There may be something called test.py. Yeah, let me open this and let me delete all these stuffs because this is from yesterday's session. Okay, so let it be, and here also I'm going to cancel this. Okay, so now let's write the program. First, as usual, we need to import CV2, and then we need to import numpy as np. Okay, so let me write the new line and let me change it after that. Okay, so now here I'm going to specify the path to the proto text file, which contains the network architecture for the mobile net SSD cafe model path. Okay, so for that I'm gonna take something like proto text, which is equal to, let me change this to np now, proto text, let it be. Okay, so proto text, here we need to pass the path over here. However, asking for today's attendance link, before asking, please go and verify the pinned comment. Okay, so I have already clearly tell you that today's attendance link will be posted in tomorrow's session. So before asking for the attendance, please check with the pinned comment and then ask. So where is my path? I can just go for prototext file, where it is. Here it is. So let me copy the path. Okay, here I need to select all. Let me copy this, and here let me paste this. Okay, home, Pantech and Masterclass, and then the file name, which is mobilenet SSD deploy.prototext.txt. Okay, so similarly for cafe model, so cafe model. Okay, so here also we can go and check with that thing also. Here it is actually. So properties, and I can just select all. I can just copy this, and let me paste it over here. So this file name is mobilenet SSD deploy.cafe model. Okay, okay, so now let's move to the next thing. Now I'm going to load the mobilenet SSD model into memory using OpenCV's DNN. DNN is nothing but deep neural network module. Okay, so let me create a variable called net cv2 dot dnn dot read net from cafe. Okay, so here I'm going to pass the proto text and as well as cafe model. Okay, so cv2 dot dnn dot read net from cafe. Inside you have to pass the parameters, which is proto text and the cafe model. Okay, so now after this, now let's define and initialize the class name. Okay, so for that I'm going to take something like class names, which is equal to, here I'm going to pass few things. So what can we pass? Zeroth index. Okay, so zeroth index will be like, let me go for background. Okay, so zeroth index will be background, and first index will be like, let it be something aeroplane. So it will detect all these steps. Aeroplane. I'm giving some names just for dummy. Okay, so it will detect, but here we can't do that. And third one will be like, what we can give, bicycle, let's give bird. And fourth one will be like, let's give something like boat. And fifth one will be like, what we can give, bottle. I have water bottle with me, so let's give bottle. Good evening all. And let's give bus. And we can give car. Cat. And we can give like chair. I'm having chair with me, so it will detect bottle and chair with me because I have those two items with me. And person, that is me. Okay, so okay, so a dictionary mapping class IDs to human readable labels. For example, 1 corresponds to aeroplane over here and 10 correspond to the person, something like that. Okay, so now let me go for like cap cv2 dot video capture. This is for my USB camera. So inside I have to pass 0. So cap which is a capture, which is equal to cv2 dot video capture of 0. So now let's get into while loop. Okay, so inside this, as usual, ret frame capture dot read, and then now let's get the width and height of the video frame. Okay, so width, it is equal to frame dot shape. Okay, so here I'm gonna pass something like 1, and then height, which is equal to frame dot shape. Here I'm going to pass something like 0. Okay. So now let's convert the image into a format suitable for the mobile net SSD model. I'm going to take something like blob. Okay. Here cv2 dot dnn dot blob from image. So instead I'm going to pass something like frame scale factor, which is equal to 1 divided by 127.5. Okay. And then the size, which is equal to, let it be 300 comma 300. Let me explain after finishing this line. Okay. And then mean value is, I'm going to pass something like 127.5, 127.5 again 127.5. This is the mean value. And then swap or b, which is equal to, I'm going to pass this as true. And then crop, here I'm going to pass boolean function, which is nothing but false. Okay. So here you can able to see something like scale factor. What is scale factor? So blob, which is equal to cv2 dot dnn dot blob from image, and I have passed frame. And then scale factor, which is equal to 1 divided by 127.5, right? So this is the scale's pixel value to the range -1, 1. And then the size, which is 300 comma 300. So this will resize the image to the input size of the network. And then the mean value 127.5 comma 127.5, 127.5. So it will subtract the mean value from each channel. Okay. And then swap RB. So swap RB is true. This will swap the red and blue channel since OpenCV uses BGR order, blue, green, red order. Okay. So now let's see the processed image as the input for the neural network. Flaws, I have mistakenly given flaws, which is actually false. Okay. So now we got it. Okay. So now net dot set input. So instead I'm going to pass that blob. Okay. So now let's do forward pass and object detections. So detections, which is equal to net dot forward. Okay. So let me scroll over here. So it performs the forward pass through the network to get the detections for the current frame. So now let's get into the loop through all detected object in the frame. For that, I'm going to start with for loop. For I in range, I'm going to pass detections shape of, I'm going to pass something like 2. Okay. Don't forget to add the colon. That's the mandatory thing. Instead, I'm going to add one thing like confidence. Okay. So confidence, which is equal to detections. Here I'm going to pass 0, 0, I, 2. Okay. So here this particular loop and this particular line, confidence, which is equal to detections and something like. So this particular line extracts the confidence score for the current detection. For example, it is detecting some bottle in the sense. It will extract the confidence score for that particular bottle. In the output, you can able to clearly see what is the confidence score in that video itself. Okay. So now let's check if the confidence is greater than 50% to filter out the weak detections for that. Okay, right? So instead I'm going to start with like if confidence is greater than 0.5. Okay. So here I'm going to get the class ID of the detected object. So class id int type of detections here 0 comma 0 comma I comma not 1. Okay. Class id which is equal to integer type of detections and 0 comma 0 comma I comma 1. Okay. I have told this multiple times. Yesterday's session's link have posted in the yesterday's session itself. If you missed that particular session's link, in the sense it's your mistake, we can't able to provide. If you want to mark your attendance, in the sense you have to wait until the class ends. You didn't attend the class properly, but you are asking me to provide the yesterday's link for now. How can I provide it? Yesterday's attendance link will not be posted on today's session. So please stop asking this. We can't able to provide yesterday's attendance link. If you missed it, it will be missed. Okay, so now let's write lines for bounding boxes coordinates. Okay, so here I'm going to start with like x top left, which is equal to int detections. I'm going to pass 0, comma 0, comma I, comma 3. Okay, and I'm going to multiply this with the width. Okay, now this particular line, calculate the x coordinate of the top left corner of the bounding box. So similarly, we have to write for the remaining ones like y top left and x bottom right and y bottom right. So you will get your eligibility list in your WhatsApp group, Dr. Bharat Raj Singh, and participation certificate. If you mark your attendance on daily basis, in the sense you will get your participation certificate for free. We have this is a 21 days masterclass, right? If you are filling that 21 days attendance sheet without fail, in the sense you will get that particular participation certificate for free. If you missed some attendance, in the sense you have to pay 118 and then you have to get your participation certificate. If you are an internship member, you will automatically get your internship certificate after finishing this particular internship. Okay, so the list will be provided in your WhatsApp group, so please you can talk with your coordinator, right? Now let's write for y top left, y top left, the same thing. So int detections, I'm gonna pass 0, comma 0, comma I, comma 4, and this has to be multiplied with height. So now we are going to write similarly for bottom right. Okay, so coming to bottom right, x bottom right int detections 0, comma 0, comma I, comma and 5. This has to be multiplied with width. And for y bottom right, x top left, y top left, x bottom right and y bottom right. Yes. Detections 0, comma 0, comma I, comma 6. And this has to be multiplied with height. Okay. So now we are going to draw a bounding box. Okay. And we are going to label it. So CV2 dot rectangle, instead I'm going to pass frame and we need to pass all these steps. X top left, Y top left. Now here X bottom right, Y bottom right. and after this the color of the rectangle 0 comma 255 comma 0. This is for red color. Okay. So now this particular line, draw a, this is not a red, sorry, this is for a green rectangle around the detected object on the frame. Okay, so red means 0 comma 0 comma 255, right? So 0 comma 255 comma 0 is for actually green. So now let's check if the detected object class ID exists in the class name directory. Okay, so we have only passed 10 class ID names, right? So we have to check with those particular name ID. So for that, if class ID in class names, then here I'm going to give a name called label class names. Here I'm going to pass class ID. Okay, and after this, here let me go with colon, and after this string of that confidence score. Okay. Now this particular line create a label for the object combining its class name and confidence score. Okay. So now width comma height and then t, which is equal to cv2 dot get text size. So here label cv2 dot font Hershey simplex comma 0.5 comma 1. So what this particular line means, w comma h comma t and then cv2 dot get text size label cv2 dot font Hershey simplex 0.511. So this particular line calculate the size of the label text. W and height is nothing but the width and height of the text box. T is nothing but the thickness of the text. Okay. So now y top left. Okay. So y top left here maximum. Here I want to print that what it is, confidence score. So that's why. So y top left maximum, y top left comma and the height. Okay. So it will calculate it automatically. So it ensures the text label does not go outside the frame. Okay. So now cv2 dot rectangle frame x top left y top left minus h, which is nothing but the height, and then x top left plus w comma y top left plus thickness, and then here 0 comma 0 comma 0 and then cv2 dot filled. Okay, so let me check, did I mistakenly give any spelling mistake on frame. X top left comma y top left minus height, x top left plus width comma y top left plus the thickness 0 comma 0 filled. Okay, so this particular line draws a filled black rectangle as the background for the label text. Okay, so now we can go for like cv2 dot put text. So instead what we need to pass frame comma label comma and inside we need to pass x top left y top left and after this cv2 dot font Hershey simplex comma 0.5 and then comma the color of the box, let it be green, 0 comma 255 comma 0. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this particular line places the text label on the frame itself. Okay. So now we can get out of this if condition, and now for. So now at last we are going to display the frame. So cv2 dot name window, inside I'm gonna pass something like frame, and then cv2 dot window normal. Okay, after this cv2 dot im show, inside I'm gonna pass the frame and then the frame, and then if cv2 dot wait key of 1, sorry, wait key of 1, which is greater than or equal to 0. What does this particular line mean? You can press whatever the key that you want, it will break out. Okay, at last cap dot release, it should be p, not o. So cap dot release, and then cv2 dot destroy all windows. That's it. So this is the program. So let me check whether it is running properly or not, right? Okay, so let us run and see. There is some error in line 18. What did we do? For I in range detection shape. Name shape is not defined. Shape. So let me check it once. Why? Shape. Yeah, the camera has turned on. So let me make it full, and I'm going to place my bottle. Okay, so let's see what it's going to show. It actually supposed to detect the bottle now. Yeah, yeah, you can able to see this, right? So this is bottle, and this is the confidence score. So let me place it here and see what it's going to print. What happened? What happened? Just give me a minute. Oops, wait. So let us try run this again and see what is going to happen, right? So I'm going to show this bottle now. Yeah, it's detecting actually, right? Okay, so let me show the chair now and let's see it's detecting that or not. So we are having chair. Yes, it's detecting. The name and the confidence score. This is chair and this is bottle. If I come in front of, what happened? If some person or if me come in front of the camera, then it will also show, yeah, this is a person and this is their confidence score. Let me show the bottle now and chair as well as, right? It's supposed to find both the things, bottle and as well as chair. Let's see what it's going to detect. So this is the bottle. And what about the chair? You also detect both the things. Take the chair, and this is the bottle. Detect this also. What if what? Bottle, and this is the chair. Yeah, this is bottle, and this is the chair. Yeah, it's detecting some lag, right? It should detect both actually. Chair, this is a chair. It's detect my hand as a bird. Okay, fine. So this is how we can detect our objects, right? Okay, so this is how you can find your object. So in tomorrow's session, we are going to do our final project with it. We are going to write program for human following robot, and we can able to see the output in the tomorrow session itself, right? So this is all about today's session, and I hope you like this session, right? Yeah. So when I try it, it actually identify my hand as a bird actually because it's moving here and there, right? Should not do that, but it's okay, fine. Okay. So please give it a try and let me know that, right? Okay, so this is all about this today's session. Again, I came up with this thing. I know this little irritating maybe for you, but I supposed to do this, right? So you can convert this 21 days of masterclass into 30 days of internship on Jetson AI. So in this 30 days of internship, you will get all these steps. So this is only for 999 plus GST. So this is the registration link. If you want, you can register it. So this is for batch 4 actually. So while making your payment, don't forget to add all these details. And you will be doing 4 plus projects with me in this particular internship. So tomorrow is the last day. Those who want to apply for internship, you can do it by today or tomorrow, right? So thank you all. Have a very great day. Let's catch up at tomorrow's session with final project topic, right? So today's attendance link will be posted in tomorrow's session. Thank you all. Have a very great day.